So today I am going to be recording without, a lot of the walking and stuff like that. And simply, uh, it is because um, I just don't have the energy to even show my face. Okay? But today I wanted to talk about the importance of doing things quietly and not worrying about getting the approval of others. One thing I've learned during the years of being a creative person and a person that is in tune with themselves, especially at a young age, you might not know what it's called, but usually you're the person, and this is for me, I understood it was for me. I'm the person that goes to my own drum. Someone doesn't like something. If I like something, I'm going for it. I don't give a care if it looks odd to anyone else. I like quirky things. I like some eccentric things. I like some of the things that are not in the norm. Um, but it's something that I like. If it's something that I like, I go towards it and I lean towards it. Um, and that, for the most part, even though people think of me and know me as a person that thinks and very creative, but most of my things go based off of feeling than thinking. Most of my reactions or most of my adventures go off of intuition. And um, yeah, so because of that, you can feel, you can hear. Sometimes you can even smell and taste, but I won't go deep. I won't get deep into that and start talking about that because um, it freaks some people out. But when you're really in tune with yourself, you can tell when you're full, you can tell when you're not full, you can tell when something is shifting the room without, yeah. And so, anyhow, because of that, and I've learned how to tune myself down. People might say that you're trying to hide yourself. Sometimes it might seem that way, but it's not. But you get a skill of tuning yourself down so that you can hit um, or you can hear what what people and things are saying around you. And so um, when that happens, you can go and know which way how you're going to um, you're going to know how to move around to get to what you need to do, because if you don't know what's around you, you don't know what's able to come and get you or attack you or be a possible hindrance. I'll say this okay, simple. Okay, excuse me, it's like you're driving, okay, and you go down this certain road every time to um, go home, right? And you're going home, and that's the fastest route. There's other routes that but this is the fastest route that you usually take. Well, that route ends up having, a pothole that slows down the line. And not only that, most people don't know that it's there because it's new, and people just keep having accidents or it starts tearing up the car. You know, you going down there and navigating and observing the road, and you go down there a lot, you're gonna be able to notice that. So you have to formulate other routes. You're being in tune. You're being, because that place. Um, and even though that's your favorite place, that favorite route, because it's quicker, you know how to navigate and go around because that's where the pothole is at. That's the same way that you are when you're very much intuitive. Um, but that's the same way that you want to be when you're doing projects, especially when I say projects, I mean things that are going to enhance your life, or things that are going to build and change your life, because there are a lot of people who get excited. Oh, excuse me, they get excited about the things that you're doing, and they want to be a part of it with no intentions or regard of finishing strong. You know, not to say that everybody's supposed to be with you, but they don't have an intention on finishing strong. There are also some people who just intend on, they don't really want you to go anywhere, but they intend on slowing you down so that you don't finish your goals because they haven't finished theirs. Okay, that's just how it is. Some people don't think that they can finish their goals or even start their goals, so they're gonna knock you down. So you need to be very careful. Also, there are people who um, know that you can do it because they've seen what you can do, even if you don't feel it in yourself. You feel it's an urge for you to do it, but you don't really feel like, that's the end goal. You just know you intuitively you have to do it. Um, but there will be people who know that you have a gift and they want to ride on it. So you have to be very diligent, and this is why I say it's important for you to be quiet. It might seem like you're losing opportunities, but you're not losing anything. What is for you is for you. You're just perfecting it. I promise you. I used to think that about pageantry. Like, man, I got only a certain amount of years to do this. And if I don't make it to the top by this, it's kind of over. But I didn't win my first national title until just recently, in my adult life. I only won state and city and local titles. And a lot of people, even during that time, didn't even win that, you know. I remember, um, seeing people who were on the big stage as a teen and they never won any local things. It's all up to you. But anywho, don't want to go deep into that. I just want to tell you that it is imperative because with that you will have more gains. It takes a little bit more work because it's you doing the work. And also, not only that, when you get to this point, you can see you're going to be around people who want the same thing, who really desire what you are going for. You're going to see who really wants it. You're going to see who really wants what you want. You're going to see by their actions. You're going to see what they do on a daily basis. Okay, when you're loud and you're saying, oh, this and that, you bring so much unwanted air, so much unwanted space and energy to you that it's just repulsive. And it'll make you kind of sick. Excuse me. I noticed that when with celebrities, and I'd be like, dang, they gotta have this whole entourage because they see the popularity, they see everything that they're doing. Even though these people could be doing the same thing before and nobody knew them a year or two prior, they could walk into a crowd and be okay. But once they hit a level of success or people know about it, they crowd around and you bring not only the good energy but the negative energy as well, and you have to be ready for that. And why? Have you noticed most celebrities, real celebrities, not people who just, they don't have talents, so they need a lot of publicity, they need a lot of things in their face, so they have to do things to be in the spotlight. But real people who have talent, oh, excuse me, real people who have talent and they have real goals and things, they tend to be quiet. They tend to be quiet and wait until um, their product is finished. And that's because um, they know what lies ahead. And so I'll tell you guys this over and over again. Don't be tripped up about people who showing, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. They could be succeeding, that's cool. But don't look at it like that at all. Okay? Um, Even when I started my business, this is what got me really, really focused. I started doing the whole Madam C.J. Walker thing. Y'all know I'm so fascinated with Madam C.J. Walker because how she went and took the initiative and she went door to door and blah blah this, and how I didn't use social media to go and sell my products. I went door to door. I started finding um, local connections, and because of that, that's how my business is seated. Now, publicly, when they see my brand, when they see my logo, when they see things like that, and I walk into the arena, there most of the people don't even know that's me. They know my product. They know my logo because I pushed that up and I was so quiet and I want to make those connections. And they really do. It does make an effect, y'all. I promise y'all. I promise y'all it makes an effect. So, um, yeah, do things quietly. Even when you're losing weight, things like that, do it quietly. There are people who will try to sabotage you, do crazy things. I got somebody in my job. Oh, yeah, I might have to do a story time on that. I had somebody in my job who tried to sabotage me when I was drinking my apple cider vinegar water during my break because I'm like, I'm at work. I don't really eat at work. Um, it's always something to do. Even though we do have like breaks and stuff like that, when you're dealing with people and you're dealing with stuff like that, you really don't have a time for yourself. You're just, all over the place. And it was short and just everywhere. Uh, oh, excuse me. And so, um, for me, for me, I just, bring my water. But this person literally was slipped some stuff in my water. And I wouldn't have known if the Holy Spirit wouldn't even told me to look over and see what this person was doing. Because they kept asking me, what is in it? I would tell them just lemon water, blah, You trying to lose weight from lemon water? No, I'm just trying to drink the water. Okay, I'm just trying to clean my gut. I don't, you know, told them about, how, I overcame some illnesses with my intestines and all that. So, they're like, oh, okay. You think that they'll be happy? No. Person literally just slipped in the, you know, um, now if I would have reacted and said, oh, and went off and did all that kind of crazy stuff, you know what? They would have said, oh, well, you know what? B is crazy. She tripping. Because I didn't have no evidence other than what I saw. I saw it with my eyes. This person put this in my water jug. So you know what I did? You have to move quietly with everything. I took the water. They're like, oh yeah, you want to drink it, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, but you know what? I kind of got full. They like, oh yeah, even when oh yeah, they was just trying to pressure me to drink it. Nope, nope, nope. I slowly took that thing. I was like, you know what? I always finish it. And another thing that they knew is I had told them this, which is true, but be careful what you tell people. I told them, I always finish my water because they're like, dang, you always have a little cup you left. And I was like, I always finish my last cup when I'm driving home because I'm always thirsty coming and going. And so I make sure I have a little bit left. So because I said that, they already pictured that I was gonna be doing that already. Like, oh yeah, you gonna drink that when you gone? I was like, yeah, knowing doggone well I wasn't because I saw what they did. Now the next day I ain't come with no water, y'all. Next day I did not come with no water because that was not gonna happen to me ever again, ever again, honey. If it didn't have no big top lid, nope, ain't happening. Um, but yeah, do things quietly, y'all. You know how I had to maneuver, even that was wicked. Even though that was wicked and wrong, I still had to do things right and do it quietly. The Bible always tells us to be um, wise as serpents, and harmless as doves, for a reason. Okay, for a reason. And you also got to think of it like this. Where you at, you might think that everybody on the same level as how you thinking, how you feeling, and how you reacting to stuff. That ain't true. That ain't true. These people, I noticed that. The first thing I noticed there was when the holidays came. When the holidays came and everybody act like everything was normal, as if we just didn't go through a whole ordeal just a while ago. As if we didn't go through a whole ordeal just a while ago. And, so that was my cue for me right there. That was the first thing. Um, Second, you don't know what, even though you guys come for a common purpose, you don't know what's going on in these people's heads. You don't know what they're dealing with, what smiles they're putting on, in order just to make it through. You don't know. You just don't know. So that's why you need to be nice to people. You need to be, when I say nice, I mean kind. You don't have to be all in people's face and all that other stuff. But be kind to people and to also be mindful that y'all are not the same. Just because y'all got that same job, just because y'all going there every single day, Monday through Friday, or Thursday through Sunday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever time you come in, you know, uh, does not mean that you guys are the same. Okay? So, this is why you should use things, you should do things in private and do things very quietly. Oh, yeah, also, because people are watching. People are watching. All right. So I'm going to get off of here. You guys have a good one.